Welcome to another episode of the Pierce Brothers. Today we're going to be doing a video on the Winchester 1873 saddle ring carbine. So, hey guys, before we get started with today's video, be sure to check out our Patreon page and our YouTube membership. If you can't support us that way, just be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe our videos. Any support you guys can give us is greatly appreciated. This one is a Winchester brand made by Miroku in Japan. It's in 45 Colt. Like I said, it's the saddle ring carbine, so it's got the saddle ring on the side, carbine butt plate, carbine barrel bands, and holds 10 rounds of 45 Colt, chambered in 45 Colt. It's got the adjustable flip up rear sight, which is what I prefer. Front sight is a brass blade sight, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It's great for closer range shooting, but for long range shooting, especially out here in the sun, it's just, if the sun's glaring off of it, it can be kind of a little difficult to get a consistent sight picture just from the glare from the front sight. So this has been actually a pretty accurate little rifle. With the 73s, of course, you got the little dust cover here, so it closes up the action, doesn't let all the gunk inside. And then also they have a little safety device thing there that the lever has to be squeezed shut, otherwise it blocks the trigger from firing. So those features were not present on the earlier Winchester rifles, like the 1866 Yellow Boy. So the 1860 Henry, of course, wasn't a Winchester product, became Winchester, but they didn't have those features either. So, in comparison to a modern lever action rifle, I still think these hold up very, very well. Extremely reliable. So, the way these feed, I know I've talked about it in other videos, but you basically just have a lifter that goes up and down, and it's impossible. So I can turn that upside down. The cartridge is contained within that lifter, so it's virtually impossible to have a failure to feed or a failure to eject. So, because when that lifter comes up, there's no way for the cartridge to stay in the action. It's going to come out. So, so it's very, very reliable. You can run this upside down, sideways, whatever, and it'll work whichever direction you want to run it. Ammunition, again, it's just a straight shot feed. It's not like an angled feeding arrangement like a Marlin or a Winchester 92 or some of those other designs. Now the weaknesses is the receiver is generally bigger than a Marlin or a Winchester 92, so a little more weight. There's more drop to the stock. I don't mind that at all. Some shooters like the straighter design, like the Marlins or Winchester 92s, and the action is not as strong. So yeah, but if you're just shooting, so today I'm shooting 45 Colts out of a revolver. They're doing 850 feet a second with a 250 grain bullet, and you can shoot those out of this rifle for a lifetime and not worry about yeah, it'll last a lifetime with that load. So so yeah, let's just go and do some shooting. We got a target down there at 120-ish yards. We'll just do some shooting at that. So ejection, it just kind of ejects straight up like that, not out the side like Marlins and Winchester 92s. Keep pulling a few of those, but anyways, the trigger on this particular rifle is just a little heavy. It's not terrible, but just a little heavy. It's pretty much a bone stock gun. I haven't done anything to it, so I do like what Winchester's doing. They got a good blued finish here and natural colored walnut. Uberti tends to dye their wood that reddish color, and it just doesn't look natural to me. So yeah, so we'll load up and do some more shooting. So running one of these, I can tell when just from the noise and the vibrations of the rifle when I close on an empty chamber versus a live round. So that's one thing I like, me personally, and plus you can always, it's visual from the top, so if you got a cartridge in there or not, you should be able to tell. So so at the 120 yard line, like I said, that front sight, the sun is just hitting it enough that it's causing a little bit of glare, and so for more precise shooting like that, it's a little more difficult. Eventually I'll replace that with just a black thin steel blade, but at closer ranges like that, the brass is, I mean, it doesn't really have any effect. It's easy to pick up and hit closer range targets. So plus and minuses to the front sight. So let's see, historically these were kind of the rifle to have on the frontier for quite a few decades. Originally they were chambered in 4440, 3840, 3220, the Winchester calibers of the Old West days. Modern ones are made with made in 357, 45 Colt. I know Birdie also offers those in the 4440 calibers and whatnot. So, but yeah, for quite a few years, these were the rifle to have on the frontier. Billy the Kid and Buffalo Bill Cody both carried and used Winchester 73s, and yeah, really cool rifles. So we'll shoot it one more time and call it a day. I love these rifles. They're so much fun. If you've never shot a 73 Winchester, you're doing yourself an injustice. I'd highly suggest you go pick one up, and whether that's a Miroku like this one or a Birdie, they're out there commonly available, and I'd say give them a shot. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you guys next time.